To order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, board, you have an agenda in front of you. Any additions or corrections to the agenda this morning? All right. No changes to the agenda. I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda that you have.
So moved.
Second.
We have a first and a second. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
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 We have an agenda. All right, we'll move right into comments from the public, and we'll start with Camille. Camille? Go ahead.
We understand that soccer isn't on tonight's agenda, but we wanted to make sure that the conversation kept going. This is something we care deeply about, not just as girls who want to play, but as members of a community that's eager to see a school's sanctioned soccer program take shape. We believe there is a strong support for this effort and are hopeful that the data collected by the schools clearly reflects that. We respectfully ask that you continue to review the data and keep the discussion moving forward. This is an opportunity to build something meaningful for our students, and hopefully you'll help make it happen. I'd also like to note that in addition to the Lennox families here, we also have very next from Nicole.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. That's all we have this evening. Thank you. And again, we don't engage typically during the public commentary. We'll take that feedback, and but we appreciate you coming again to speak, and everyone else that showed up in support of soccer. Thank you all. All right. We will move on then to communication items. We'll start with any board member or committees to report. Back this evening. All right, hearing none, let's move on to superintendent's report.
Okay, enrollment. We had an enrollment. We budgeted for 1120. Enrollment that went to the state with 1144.01. So that would be 24.01 more than we had originally budgeted for. Obviously that we were pulling out of capital outlay, so we were still in the deficit spending, just be aware of that. But that's much better than we would have been at 1120, of course. But I know I was at a meeting last week with a lot of superintendents, the large school group, and the majority of them are actually seeing declining enrollment. So for us, seeing a positive enrollment increase was a good thing. On that, I did attend the large school group meeting last week, the 8th and the 9th. We did formulate our position paper for the legislative session coming up. I did share that with all of you last week as well. So we're going to try and keep it positive and keep it moving forward if we can do that. I'm also in the process of currently interviewing all 158 staff members in the district. Actually, I've found that to be very rewarding. It's nice to get to know people one-on-one, and actually aligns with our first board goal as well, trying to rebuild that trust and confidence with our staff. Wednesday, I'm going to meet with our representative for the region for CTE's purposes. I want to talk about our Perkins dollars also. Those of you that I'd sent out an email about going to the Learning with Larson and T on the 29th of October. I'm going to go. I know Jen was going to go. So if anybody wants to go to that, just let me know and we'll get you signed up. If we have more than a quorum, we'll just make sure we post the agenda before we go. I just want to thank Mr. Ike for organizing the ALICE training that we had. It was very good. And I'm going to be very upfront with our parents that we are going to spend some time with our kids and go through some training with our kids. And I will be sending a letter home. We will outline that, what it'll look like. But I just think we're much better off being prepared and having our kids prepared than to do nothing and stick our head in the sand. So I also visited with Sergeant Colshan and asked him if he would come in think he would relate really well with them, and he said he would come in and help us with that process as well. And then the other thing I would like to do is I would like to get a picture of the board, so we can put that on our website. So, we can do it next month. I'll give you a month.
I'll pull my hair out.
Looks great right now. So, that's all.
No more chairs back there.
Yeah, I mean, there's always people standing.
If any of you wanna grab more chairs, there's more chairs maybe in that room, just to that corner if you wanna sit down. Feel free to grab some more.
I'm good.
Okay. All right. Any questions? Otherwise, we'll move to principal and director reports.
Go first. You good? You go first for the elementary schools. So in both Lennox and Worthing Elementary, we're continuing to address learning gaps. We are in the middle of our PLC groups, working on collecting all that initial data, which we did earlier this year, and now they're just targeting those students for the areas that they need. As far as district staff, we are in both the elementary schools doing a deep dive into all of our online programs. We have a whole bunch of things that we purchased in the past or haven't purchased but use. So we're just making sure that, for example, our reading curriculum, our math curriculum, we're really digging into what all those programs can do and how we can best utilize them. Our staff had about an hour to talk about each of those things. They each separated into one of our different programs and just looked at what it can do. There's some really cool conversations there. Some new things that teachers are going to try. Our formal and informal evaluations are also in full swing. As far as school culture goes, Mr. Shaw talked about how we did our Alice training. Thanks, Mr. Stripe, for setting that up. We have met Mr. Shaw. Darren and I met with to talk about our crisis response and kind of how that would look in case if anything ever happens. And then Ms. Cruz is meeting with the chief of police to discuss some safety and communication processes here soon. Community engagement, we had fun dressing up for celebration during our homecoming week. Conferences were held last Thursday and they were attended well in both buildings. Actually through NLV and media had a great turnout as well. The Worthing PTT is going to be hosting an annual trunk or treat on October 25th from 6 to 8. In Lennox, all of our buildings were seen by the bus guys to talk about bus safety and fire safety on a bus. We also had fire department come through Lennox Elementary and just talk with students about what to do in case there's ever a fire at home or here at school. And then the Worthing Fire Department is going to be meeting in Worthing next Friday.
Thank you.
Can I add something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted all the soccer people that are here, I do want you all to know that I have spent quite a few days off and on speaking with Mr. Shade about soccer. So I want you to know that it isn't being lost, that the conversations every month are going on. So we are having pretty detailed discussions. I know that he did survey our kids, so we have that data. So that discussion is moving forward, and I want you to know that. And I appreciate the fact that you are here, because that does show us that there is that support for it. So I just want to make sure that they understand that.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you. Great.
A lot of the information that I'm going to present has already been presented, but I'm going to continue with it. During our in-service, in our building, we looked at our 3-year trends off the Smarter Balance Assessment. Through those 3-year trends, you can see what standards we are not doing as well on or what standards we're doing very well on. So when staff create their student learning objectives, it's based on their lowest performing standards for the last 3 years. We also planned by looking at our curriculum maps and our PAB data. I know I talk a lot about interim assessments. That helps us to establish our new win groups. What I need now, that's every half hour, Monday through Thursday for reading and math. Fire safety was last week, so Cody was talking about Corey coming in doing bus safety with kids in case there's a fire on the bus. He did that with us. We were able to get our fire drills in for this semester. The weather's been really nice, so why not, right? Mentioned a couple times, but we did have Sergeant E.J. Colchin from Lincoln County Sheriff's Office present our ALICE training, also known as Save Yourself. He had a PowerPoint presentation, and we were able to go through some simulations as well with staff. Conferences well attended. Almost 100% of our parents were either present or completed a phone conference with staff. And want to thank again Security Bank for providing our meal on Friday. Each of our buildings will be sending a thank you card to them. So it's always nice that we can rely on them to feed our staff for our in-service days.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lizzie Peterson.
I'm Bailey Carlson.
And we are speaking on behalf of the high school. Mr. Allison asked us to share some information about Educators Rising, which is it's in the CT family, but a new club, kind of. We're on a grant where we are trying to get our kids that are interested in teaching the experience that they need before they go into college. So giving them some opportunities to see what is out there. The brochure that Bailey made kind of explains it as well, but what we are doing this year is we're trying to get them to as many learning expos as we can, and those are put on by colleges. We've been to USD so far, and we have SDSU and Augie coming up in October. Chose not to go to NSU. That was a little bit of a ways. So, but giving the kids, if they can go with a parent, they can always attend as well.
Yeah, they put on really good programs at those expos. There's usually a speaker, and they can talk to people from the education program, and just kind of get to know what's out there. And so, part of the goal of this group is to get kids to come back to where they went to school, come back as a teacher. So trying to encourage, like, we're growing our own teachers. So this is something that we thought was really important, and something we wanted to stand behind. And so the reception's been great. We've got 13 kids who are interested, and are trying to get them signed up for the state and national level. There's a few perks to that, one of which is that they can do an internship, and they can get $500 a semester. And a lot of our students are already doing some sort of mentoring or teacher assistant kind of thing. And so all they have to do is kind of write up what they're doing, and teach a lesson at some point, and then they can get paid through the state. So there's a lot of really cool opportunities through this program.
And in May, just like we celebrate athletes, if we have any teachers that sign to go to college for a teacher, we get to do a signing day as well. So that'll be fun. Any questions? We are gonna hopefully have an account and roll out with some fundraising maybe after tonight. We'll see. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nothing for us. All right, and continuing for the director of principal reports. Let's move on to D, which is the business manager's financial report.
Okay, so I actually have something I need to talk to you guys about instead of just looking at bills. You do have 26 pages of bills you need to go over, but just a couple of items that we have no control over in regards to our budget. Just something to keep in mind as you think about adding programs for staff, such as the SRO or some of the positions that we had prior back to the budget. Our big commercial package renews November 1st, and that includes like the property tax, auto insurance, liability insurance, those types of things. We just received our renewal, and it was not great. Our auto insurance is going up 10%. The big one is the property insurance, though. It's increasing by 31%. And that's even with, they are making us take a 1% deductible for wind and hail events on the 3 big buildings, which would be intermediate, this building, and the high school. And the rest of them all have a $75,000 deductible. In prior years, we've bought that down to $25,000, but that would have cost another, another $21,000 to do that this year, so we're not going to do that. Instead, we're just going to buy the 3 big buildings down to $75,000, and that costs additional $38,000 to do that. So now all of our buildings and structures will have a deductible of $75,000 for any wind or hail events. So just that is something to keep in mind as we also protect the capital outlay fund, because that's where those deductibles would come out of.
Did they say why the water is going up?
No, that just, it only went up
I'm curious.
10%,
This is
like
why auto,
industry.
like, in this trend, for the 1% for many people. But I would be curious if I wouldn't mind.
My guess would be it's hail.
Well, I mean, it's probably pretty close to 10%, would be close to the trend, I would think. And we also add vehicles all the time too, so. But, I mean, that is not even in comparison to, what we were dealing with the whole property insurance part. I did increase it in knowing that we were gonna add the building onto it. But I didn't even come close to catching that amount that we needed to add. So like, we were gonna be over budget by approximately $45,000 for our property insurance. And we can't go out to quote because there's only 3 companies in the state of South Dakota that will insure school districts. 2 have declined to quote us due to the tornado. Our agents are hopeful that next year that they will be able to go out with quotes. They're hoping like it'll be enough years. The tornado expenses will kind of fall off of our experience. Even so, our property insurance has increased 190% from 4 years ago. 4 years ago, we were paying $124,000 for all these things, and now this year we're gonna be paying $277,000. And that's just in 4 short years. Not only that, always great news, work comp insurance also increased by 78% due to 3 large claims. Our mod factor, Heidi would understand this, went from 0.63 to 1.05. Anytime you start getting close to 1 or over 1, you are gonna pay a lot of money for work comp, and I'm actually surprised it didn't drop us, but they didn't. I had budgeted an increase of like 17%, so obviously 78, 17 are not the same, so we're gonna be over budget there by $19,000. So the total that will be over budget that I did not budget for is $64,000. It does help that we increased it to 24 students, because that's $180,000 more revenue. But I mean, that's still $116,000 is what we have left. Just a couple things, like I said, capital outlay is more reasons to protect our capital outlay fund and not take more of that for the general fund is because of these deductibles. I also received the estimate to resurface the high school parking lot, and that's gonna cost approximately $718,000, and that will all come out of capital outlay fund. We're probably gonna have to do it in 2 phases because we cannot afford $718,000 in 1 year.
That's my question, those claims were this year for, so
No, they were, 2 of them were last year, the one before was like the end of the year before. So, this is the first year, like I said, we went from 0.63 to 1.0. So it'll be a little bit before. Cause there's 2 that are still ongoing. So, we will be well over 1 again next year. Anyway, that's my spiel, just to think about.
If we were to end up with another claim and our property insurance decided not to insure us, what are our options when not free? Slip the bills.
Pay it out of your bond there as well.
I mean, that's self-insured. I'm basically, that's what we're doing with the $75,000 deductible, self-insuring at that point. And that's per occurrence. So like if 3 buildings got wiped out in 1 occurrence, that's only $75,000, but if 3 different events happen, then that's $225,000. Anyway, that's my good news for the day. And we're not paying those until next month, so, I just wanted to give you an update. Anyway, there are additional 26 pages from pages 75 to 101 for you to look at.
Is that, is a replace the parking lot? Is that one again, or?
It is,
Just an overlay?
yeah, it's a, I mean, they are taking it down. I'll find it while you're looking.
Your file. That's too much. All right, if you've had time to review those bills, let's, yeah, go ahead, Angie.
I just thought of one thing I wanted to say.
Unless it's more.
Well, no, it just, so, we are,
I tried to give you good news.
our enrollment, well, it went up 24, that is great news, but just so you know, we would need 14 more students to balance our budget. So that means not using capital outlay money, with everything we're paying for now. So, we need 14 more, and if you add anything else, you're gonna need more than that to pay for everything. And we cannot deficit spend anymore.
Does that include that, are you factoring in the insurance?
Yep, I factored that in, so we need 14 more to pay for what we have now, yep.
Okay, thank you. Recruit.
Yeah, recruit.
All right, we have time, then moving on to action items. I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda. The bills review. We have a first,
Second.
and a second. Any questions or discussion on any of these? Yeah, Nicholas. All right, hearing none, let's vote.
Heidi,
Yes.
Renee,
Yes.
Nick,
Yes.
Melissa,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Action item B is to, any conflicts of interest to disclose? Know of any? Move on to action item C, which is to appoint board representative for the 25 ASBSD delegate assembly. Normally that is Renee, can you read again? You can't go this year? Okay. Does anybody else wanna go? I think it, what is it,
November 21st.
November 21st. No, I can't go.
I can't be there.
Might sound that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're it. Let me double check, but I'm almost positive.
So that's the Friday before Thanksgiving break, right?
Right.
I'll be in the sun somewhere, you know that. All right, you're out, you're this evening. Let everybody check your calendars a little more time. But if you can make it, let me know. But if not, we'll find out if nobody's there. What the bylaws state. Since the minutes. Okay. Okay. Let's check the bylaws.
Yeah, I'll ask him.
Okay. Then we'll move on to action item D is to approve new substitute for workers' compensation. Three of them. Yeah, Jack Asham, Carol Shade, and Angela Williams. I entertain a motion to approve those new substitutes.
So moved.
With the first?
Second.
The second. Any questions or discussion?
Who's the second?
All right, let's vote.
Renee?
Yes.
Nick?
Yes.
Melissa?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Heidi?
Yes.
Action item E is to approve the addition of the Educators Rising custodial account. I'll entertain a motion to approve that custodial account.
So moved.
We have a first
Second.
and a second. Any questions or discussion on that account? All right, let's vote.
Nick?
Yes.
Melissa?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Heidi?
Yes.
Renee?
Yes.
All right, action item F is to close the class of 2024 and the class of 2025 custodial accounts and move the money to the class of 2027 and the class of 2028. I'll entertain a motion to approve the closure of those two custodials, moving the money to the other two.
So moved.
We have a first
Second.
and a second. Any questions or discussion on that?
I assume there's a class of 2026 that just stays open right now? Is that what it is?
Yeah, and they
Because
don't have to pay for
the-
prom, they have plenty of money in there.
I was just curious how it worked.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah, we're just
I mean, you have it,
Graduate.
like, if you look at the financial statements, you'd be able to spreadsheet and it has all the their balances.
Any other questions? All right, let's vote.
Melissa?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Heidi?
Yes.
Renee?
Yes.
Nick?
Yes.
All right, action item G is to accept the snow removal proposal from Big Earl this year, I believe. Entertain a motion to accept that snow removal proposal.
That's for 2 years.
For 2 years, for a 2-year contract.
What?
2-year contract.
Should be 2.
We requested 3, but I think we
Oh,
only got
gotcha.
2.
No, we only requested 2. Where are you
Same
looking
time.
at 3?
Bid.
107.
I'm not here with Chelsea. It was two.
Yeah, it was only for 2, yeah. I didn't even look to see what you gave her.
So moved. Okay.
We have a first
Second.
and a second. Any additional questions or discussion on accepting that snow removal proposal? For 2 years. All right, let's vote.
Scott?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Heidi?
Yes.
Renee?
Yes.
Nick?
Yes.
Melissa?
Yes.
Action item H is to approve the operating agreement with between the Lennox City and the school joint use library. Entertain a motion to approve that operating agreement.
So moved.
We have a first
Second.
and a second. Any questions or discussion on that agreement? Commentary? Yeah. Hearing none, let's vote.
Jen?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Heidi?
Yes.
Renee?
Yes.
Nick?
Yes.
Melissa?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes. All right, action item I is the first reading of policy 3022, volunteer director information.
Actually,
We just approved.
We're just approving it this evening? Okay. So we're gonna, approval of the policy 3022, volunteer directory information. Entertain a motion to approve that questions or discussion? Add to that one?
We're not, these are just so that we can make it check off, we're not doing like full background.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid having to do full background checks on somebody that's just gonna come in and help with a class party or go on a field trip. It's just so we can pull some quick background information.
Any other questions? All right, let's vote.
Jordan,
Yes.
Heidi,
Yes.
Renee,
Yes.
Nick,
Yes.
Melissa,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Jen.
Yes.
All right, action item J is to approve early graduation applications. Entertain a motion to approve those early graduation applications. 3 of those? Okay.
So, yeah, so but I see policy, but I don't see.
Same.
I have it.
We can show those. No, we can't show those.
I thought we wrote down every policy. We do whatever yours has.
Maybe we sent with an amplification, but they're not sending that anymore.
I can send it.
It doesn't matter, I guess, as long as they've been like, they've gone through the thing and they're
They
good
went
to
through the whole
go,
process.
doesn't matter.
There's 3 of them.
There's 3 of them.
And they'll all graduate end of this semester.
What's that?
They graduate this semester.
They graduate at the end of
December.
At the end of May.
Okay, so they're juniors.
There'll be
now.
juniors that are gonna be graduating.
Oh. Do we have seniors that are gonna be done in December? Have we had seniors apply for December? Yes?
That's not, we have one that is trying to graduate in December that I'm aware of, that originally had not planned that until school started. But it's just an application, an idea, and sometimes that doesn't always happen, so.
So we have 3 that are gonna graduate 1 year early. So I'll entertain a motion to approve those 3 for early graduation. We have a first?
Second.
And a second. Any additional questions or discussion? Let's vote.
Heidi,
Yes.
Renee,
Yes.
Nick,
Yes.
Melissa,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
All right, action item K is to declare surplus the 2000 Chevrolet with, are we doing with plow?
Yep, with the plow and
This the old red pickup?
it's the red pickup.
All right, entertain a motion to declare the old red pickup surplus.
So moved.
We have a first.
Second.
If you're gonna bid on it, don't sign it.
Yep. Alright,
Sounds like
who's the first?
I got it ready. Heidi was first. Second was Jen. Questions or discussion?
It still runs, just a little rusty.
How many miles on it?
We're
116,000. It's just getting started. It would be a good ranch pickup.
Oh, is it good?
Yeah.
I'll have a range. There you have it.
You're not gonna bid me out then? All right, let's vote.
Renee,
Yes.
Nick,
Yes.
Melissa,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Heidi.
Yes.
Action item L then, we'll move on to action item L, which is to approve an RFP for the Lennox High School edition. This one is for rough-ins, about $600 and some dollars, and 646. I'll entertain a motion to approve that RFP.
So moved.
We have a first,
Second.
second. Any questions or discussion on that? All right, let's vote.
Nick,
Yes.
Melissa,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Heidi,
Yes.
Renee,
designation of the Lennox High School Baseball Club, as a club sport for the school. Entertain a motion to approve that.
So moved.
First,
Second.
and a second. We've done this multiple years, so any questions or discussion on that? All right, move to a vote.
Melissa,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Heidi,
Yes.
Renee,
Yes.
Nick.
Yes.
Alright, that ends the action items for this evening. We'll move on to discussion items. The first discussion item is just to review the classified employee work agreements with Cindy moving, new classified employee work agreements. Cindy Woodell moving, doing Lennox High School 6-hour salary bar, and J.C. Meyer as an education assistant, in the Lennox Elementary. Questions or discussion on that?
Does JC's come out of special education or the?
Good.
Yeah, they each fund their own funds, food service has its own fund too.
Discussion item B is just a heads up that I'll be sending out. We've done this, we'll skip the last couple of years because of chat meetings and so forth. So I'll just send out, I have a form, also a form that I filled out, just go through, rate the superintendent, and then we'll meet next month and go through that evaluation, but expect that in your inbox coming out. There's a whole metrics chart that we use to go on the evaluation. Very simple. And I'll probably reach out to some of the admin team as well to get feedback. Especially. Any questions on that evaluation?
It has to be done twice.
Yes.
I would say we used to just do it like every
My first year, it has to be done twice.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we'll do it now,
Now
and then again in
and
like
then
April, so, okay. So we got to have it, I think we usually did it right around January because of the whole term and stuff. Okay, so we'll be doing that twice this year. Alright, that's it. We'll move on to discussion item C, which is the Lennox High School edition.
I told Jen so construction wise, the paving is done. Bollard lights that are gonna go in the activity entrance should be in early November. I took a trip over there today. They were supposed to start theater seating installed this week. The sound and lights in the theater, they're supposed to go in as well. And then the fire and smoke warning system in the theater, I think still has to be done yet. So you can see the paving in the lot there, I'm sure you've probably all been over there. And then the curbing with the rock in there. Is done. And there's the theater with the lighting in, the staircase lighting, lighting in the back, and the stage 4 is gonna go as well. I know that they're working, if you look at the top left picture, they're working on sealing that concrete, so we can get the seats in. It sounds like, I know we have a meeting at the end of the month, we're supposed to be done, but I don't know if we'll do that yet or not. Cause they keep pushing things back, so probably we're looking at early November by the time we're done.
Is it the play ready? Is the play and the timing of
That's the hope.
What's the day before?
Do you know that?
21st and 22nd.
What's that?
21st and 22nd November.
I would think we should. As long as they hammer it real fast. Yeah, it's, I mean, for the most part, it's pretty well ready to go, just gotta get the seats in and the lighting. And the dang curtain. The railing is all up for the curtain, they just need to hang it. That would be one of the last things that'll be done. It's looking like mid-November, hopefully.
Excellent. Any questions or comments on the addition?
Sure enjoy
Yeah.
getting into the volleyball and all the stuff.
When I was over there today, I think we got the flooring Yep, so
You guys can go in.
they were in the, all the way down the hallway and then turned the corner when I was up there this afternoon, so.
You guys can go down the hall, go in that back door, please. when you
Yeah,
start
I think
going
we're
down.
gonna get into that point,
Awesome.
so. That'd be nice.
All right, anything else on that? Let's move on, any other business for this evening that we brought up? Let's close. All right, then I will entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting this evening. We have a first
Second.
and a second. All those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.